Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 must deliver on several teases from prior seasons, some of which have been dangling for over 2 years. The highly anticipated Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 premieres July 17 on Paramount+, following Strange New Worlds Season 3's world premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival on June 14. Strange New Worlds Season 3 promises to up the ante in regards to the Star Trek prequel's bold bending of genres. Although structurally episodic like Star Trek, the original series, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds character development is serialized, with Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, and the crew of the USS Enterprise growing and changing as the series progresses. Strange New Worlds is generally effective at resolving its ongoing storylines, like Lieutenant Commander Una Chin Riley being arrested, tried, and acquitted of lying to Starfleet about being a genetically engineered Illyrian. However, a handful of story threads from Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Seasons 1 and 2 remain unresolved. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3's plan to push the envelope to explore genres new to Star Trek is clear from what's been already revealed about the next 10 upcoming episodes. However, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 would still have ample room to finally follow up on these 4 teases that fans want resolved. Sibuk. Spock's brother is in a Vulcan prison. Sibuk, the older brother of Lieutenant Spock, Ethan Peck, was reintroduced in the jaw-dropping final moments of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 1, Episode 7, The Serene Squall. Strange New Worlds revealed that Sibuk is in a Vulcan prison under the pseudonym Zavirius, and that Sibuk is married to a space pirate named Captain Angel, Jesse James Keitel. Further, Sibuk's prison is overseen by T. Priang, Gia Sandhu, Spock's estranged fiancée. There was no mention of Sibuk in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 2, to the chagrin of fans who wanted answers about Spock's criminal elder sibling. Sibuk is the first son of Ambassador Sarek, Mark Leonard, James Frayne, and a Vulcan princess, and the mad Vulcan heretic would go on to become the villain of Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Lawrence Luckinbill originated Sibuk in Star Trek V, but Strange New Worlds hasn't announced if an actor has been cast as Sibuk. Strange New Worlds Season 3 must deliver on its Sibuk tease, at last. Along with Sibuk appearing in full bloom, the return of Spock's logic-eschewing half-brother should also involve Captain Angel's comeback. Angel posed as a Federation scientist and tried to hijack the Starship Enterprise to rescue Sibuk. Captain Angel escaped and remains at large, and it's high time Star Trek: Strange New Worlds picked up this plot thread left dangling since Season 1. Lauren told Kirk about her time travel. Will there be temporal ramifications? Lieutenant Lauren Noonien Singh, Christina Chong, restored Star Trek's broken prime timeline in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode 3, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, at the cost of her newfound love, an alternate realities Captain James T. Kirk, Paul Wesley. Upon her return to her proper timeline, Agent Wymale, Allison Wilson Forbes, from the Department of Temporal Investigation swore Lauren to secrecy, or else the timeline would again be in jeopardy. However, Lauren couldn't carry the burden of her great secret, and she told Lieutenant James T. Kirk that she met a different version of him from another reality. While Lauren confessing her time travel to Kirk was understandable, she broke her word to Temporal Investigations. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 should follow up on Lauren's indiscretion, and perhaps the timeline will again be affected because Lauren chose to change her paradigm. Dr. M'Benga killed Klingon Ambassador Dakra. Will Starfleet find out about what M'Benga did? Perhaps the darkest hour of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds yet saw Dr. Joseph M'Benga, Babs Olasankaman, commit murder and cover it up with the help of nurse Christine Chappell, Jess Bush. When Klingon Ambassador Dakra, Robert Wisdom, came aboard the Starship Enterprise in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode 8, Under the Cloak of War, his presence triggers M'Benga's memories from when he was a Starfleet assassin during Star Trek: Discovery's Klingon War. Ambassador Dakra and Dr. M'Benga had a violent physical altercation in sickbay that led to M'Benga stabbing the Klingon and killing him. M'Benga claimed Dakra attacked him, and he acted in self-defense, a story nurse Chappell corroborated, but the truth isn't as clear-cut, which Captain Pike suspects. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3 has to follow up on the truth about Dr. M'Benga killing a high-ranking Klingon diplomat. Surely, Starfleet will investigate to glean the truth about Ambassador Dakra's death. Carol Marcus is Kirk's pregnant girlfriend. Will Carol appear in Strange New Worlds? When Lieutenant Lauren Noonien Singh told Lieutenant James T. Kirk about her time travel in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode 9, Subspace Rhapsody, Jim had a confession of his own. Kirk can't reciprocate his mutual attraction to Lauren because he's in a complicated relationship with his girlfriend, who is pregnant. Kirk's significant other, Carol, is Dr. Carol Marcus, who was played by Bibi Besh in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and is the mother of Kirk's son, David Marcus, Merritt Buttrick. Kirk name-dropping Carol seems to set up Carol Marcus appearing in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, hopefully in Season 3. Carol is a brilliant scientist who, along with David, created Project Genesis, a revolutionary terraforming technology that could remake dead planets into living worlds. It's unknown if Carol Marcus has been cast in Strange New Worlds or if she will appear in Season 3, but Carol is a significant part of Kirk's history. Carol Marcus in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds would bring to life the backstory only hinted at in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.